So what is going on, everyone? This is Bobby here, and today I'm bringing you a commentary in which we are going to talk about the next-gen consoles. But first of all, I would like to apologize for the fact that I haven't posted any sort of videos for the past week or so, and that is because I've been very busy with renovating my room and our house and in general. And you guys probably know this if you've watched my my previous video, and I'm sorry I didn't post any sort of vlogs of me doing stuff this week, but I was kind of busy, and when I didn't do anything, you know, the time I had off, I pretty much just wanted to chill and take a break from YouTube, and it was awesome. You know, I really enjoyed myself, and I played some games, and that was awesome. But now, talking about next-gen consoles, I'm going to talk about some interesting facts and sort of my vision of how the next-gen consoles should be and how I want them to be. And so, this is going to be probably a little bit sci-fi for some of you guys. You probably can't understand this if you're a hardcore gamer. I know you guys want to have the most hardcore gear on Earth, but this is going to be mostly thought for more casual guys. But it is going to be great even for hardcore guys. But now, going over to the next-gen console talk, I first of all had to answer the question of, is console gaming dying? Because that's sort of related with the things I want to talk about. And so, is console gaming dying? And I don't think so, at least not console gaming as a whole, but consoles, you know, the Xbox and the PlayStation, the things we think of as consoles nowadays, you know, the one that sit on your desk or in your living room somewhere, they're probably gonna die. Because if you think about that, you know, they are sort of all hardware, not only because they don't have the latest graphics card or CPU, but because of the fact that they are big, they are, you know, clumsy, they don't have, or they are not silent, they are hot, they are getting hot, you know, they are not really consumer or user-friendly. And so, sort of the thing that I think is going to be next-gen in terms of console gaming is, I want my smartphone, my tablet, and my, let's say, iPod Touch to be my next console. And I know that this isn't really possible at this point in time because the power of our smartphones or of our tablets is not up to where even the Xbox 360 is right now. But just think about, let's say, 2015. Then probably most of the smartphones will have a CPU more powerful than the current Xbox 360 CPU and a GPU that is just more powerful. And so, at that point, I think that we should just move over to console gaming, or move console gaming over to smartphones, because that would be such a better experience. Just think about this, you know, you can just take your iPhone, let's say, for example, into your living room and use Apple's Air Display, not Air Display, what is it called, AirPlay, and, you know, just mirror your screen over to your TV or to your big screen TV in 1080p, and that would be awesome, because not only can you use the screen to play on, but you can use your iPhone as the controller. And obviously I'm talking about more casual games like Need for Speed and maybe Assassin's Creed, where you can actually use a tablet or a phone as a controller. And obviously, if we are talking about Call of Duty, then you can, or then you should have a normal controller in your hand to be able to play optimally. But just think about this, you know, you can just take your iPhone, go to work, do whatever you need to do, and then come back home and not necessarily have to have a big-ass console sitting on your desk. You can just, you know, have your phone, take it out of your pocket, and just play with it. You don't have to have any cords at all. Everything is just wirelessly over your TV, and so that is just awesome if you ask me. And also, you can also use your iPhone or your tablet as like help, let's say. And this is something that Microsoft and Nintendo are sort of doing at this point, but not really. You can see that Nintendo is sort of pushing their controller tablet crossover thingy, and also Microsoft is marketing their smart glass technology right now, which is pretty much an application you can put on either your Windows Phone, Windows Phone 8, or your Android phone, or your iOS iPhone or iPad or whatever. So that's pretty much what they are trying to do, but it's not a seamless experience. You know, this last week I didn't have my computer, so I had to watch my videos, or not my videos, YouTube videos, either on on an iPad or on or an Xbox. And so watching the videos on an Xbox is certainly, or watching YouTube videos or any videos is just stupidly horrifyingly bad, or it's not a good experience on nowadays consoles, because with a controller you don't have as much control, things are just slower, you had to hit those buttons, you don't have a keyboard, but with a phone or with a tablet, you can just navigate through the menus more easily, more fluently, because it is just easier. And you can also type on your iPad's keyboard, which is a pretty big keyboard, you know, it's a pretty good sized keyboard, and you have all of it in one device. You can just go with it over at your friend's house and play over there. You don't have to bring your big ass console, because whenever I go to a friend's house and I intend to bring over my console, it's a hassle because I have to unplug all of the cables, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to make sure that I get all of my cables, so I have what to, you know, I have an HDMI cord, I have a power cable and everything. But with a phone or with a tablet, I just bring my tablet over and possibly the charger if I don't have enough battery, and that's freaking it. Like, I don't need any more stuff. And again, you know, nowadays that might not be possible because of the hardware limitations. But in the future, you know, especially with the growth of the mobile platform, it is definitely going to be possible. You can see with each and every generation of CPUs on iPhones, let's say, they double the performance. You know, iPhone 4S, let's say you got 700 points in Geekbench, iPhone 5 you get 1,600 points. And that's actually what's happening right now in the mobile gaming or in the mobile industry. And you know, some of you might not get the numbers I'm throwing at you right now, you know, the Geekbench scores. That's sort of more the geeky stuff, but that just shows how much the mobile platform is evolving and the console and the PC platform are not. So I think that in a few years, the mobile platform is going to be at least as powerful as PCs and as consoles, because they are not evolving as fast. You know, the PCs and the consoles, they are more or less slower evolving. Yeah, slow to evolve. And so I know I sort of did a video talking about this in the past, like a few months ago, but I just wanted to reiterate this and sort of put it in a different perspective, because I certainly think that this is the future. And you can see Apple's pushing this because they have AirPlay, and they even have games, and even on their website they have games like Real Racing 2 and Asphalt 7. They show them playing on a big screen TV through an iPad, you know, through AirPlay, and I actually tried that. It's not laggy, and it's true 1080p, 60 frames per second, and so that is just awesome. You know, the fact that we are getting there is just awesome, and I don't want my big-ass console anymore. I really don't. I want a slick interface, a better controller, and obviously, you know, just a controller, a normal controller like the one we have right now with the Xbox or the PlayStation to go along with it in games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, you know, hardcore games like this. And then when you're playing something like Need for Speed, or maybe something like, I don't know, Assassin's Creed, Borderlands, maybe you can use your touchscreen device as a controller, because those games are mostly meant for fun and not really for hardcoreness. But that's pretty much my vision on how the next-gen console should be. Maybe not the next-gen consoles, you know, the one that come out right now, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720, but definitely the next-gen console after this console, which is probably going to come out somewhere in 2020, around-ish. I definitely think that that's the future. Like it or not, that is going to be it. But anyways, guys, like this video, share it on Facebook and on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. I'm definitely doing my best to put videos out for you guys. But peace out, guys. Peace.